Hello class, welcome to online class this week. Boys, today we will learn a very useful topic. We will learn about communicating your opinion using the sentences I would rather and I prefer. So let's get started. So communicating your opinion. We don't really say it in English. So common verbs used with opinion are giving and sharing. So you can say giving your opinion or sharing your opinion. Can you give me your opinion on baseball? Can you share your opinion about Korea? So giving and sharing are common verbs used with opinion. Today, you will learn how to share your opinion when given a choice between two things. Why is this an important skill to learn in English? Well, if you learn how to share your opinion, you can communicate what you want, right? If you learn how to share your opinion, you can communicate what you want and get what you want. So let's learn how to do that today. There are many situations where you can give your opinion. In a debate, maybe at a party with friends, at school or university, and in meetings, right? These are situations where you can give your opinion. But in class today, we will learn about sharing opinions when planning activities with someone. Making plans. I would rather and I prefer. Often we use these sentences when making plans and making decisions together. This is because do you prefer is the same as asking, what do you like, A or B? Would you rather is the same as asking, what do you want to do, A or B? So these are common questions that are asked when making plans and making decisions. So the lesson vocabulary and grammar today are preference, prefer, rather. Preference and prefer are similar. But this word is prefer. This word is preference. It's a little difficult. Preference. Prefer. Preference. Good. And these are our sentences. Do you prefer blank or blank? I prefer blank. Would you rather blank or blank? I would rather blank. And how about you? So, you at home, do you prefer Coca-Cola or Pepsi? What do you like more? Do you prefer Coca-Cola or Pepsi? I prefer Coca-Cola. Okay? I prefer Coca-Cola. This is your preference. A preference is something you like more than another thing. So a preference is something you like more than another thing. So when you say, I prefer Coca-Cola over Pepsi, it's the same as saying, I like Coca-Cola more than Pepsi. It's the same. So let's practice some examples using do you prefer blank or blank? I prefer blank. Your friend, again, remember we are talking about making plans and making decisions. Your friend wants to make you a drink. She has coffee and tea. So, what does she ask you? What does she ask you? She asks you, do you prefer coffee or tea? I prefer tea. Or you can say, I prefer coffee. Thanks. Right? Do you prefer coffee or tea? I prefer tea. I prefer coffee. Good. Now, your friend wants to plan a weekend activity with you. A weekend activity. You can go hiking or go climbing. Whoa. So what does he ask you? What does he ask you? Do you prefer hiking or climbing? I prefer hiking. I haven't rock climbed before. Have you gone rock climbing before? Actually, one of my best friends, her name is Kaylee. She is a rock climber. So it is a lot of fun. Okay, let's move on. Do you prefer blank or blank? I prefer blank. Simple, right? Now, if you want to say why, you can use the word because. Because. For example, do you prefer summer or winter? I prefer summer because I get cold easily. So if you want to say why, you can use the word because. Do you prefer summer or winter? In America, more people say summer. But I think, from my experience, Koreans like winter more. Maybe it is a cultural difference. Okay, now please pause the video here. Write this question and write your answer on paper. Do you prefer fruit juice or energy drinks? Why? Please write this question on paper and pause the video. Do you prefer fruit juice or energy drinks? Why? Remember to use because. Because. Okay, good. Now, let's talk a little about prefer. There are two things to know. Prefer can be used with a noun or verb. For example, do you prefer coffee or tea? Coffee and tea are nouns. Do you prefer to drink coffee or tea? To drink is a verb. So, you can use noun and verbs with prefer. Also, prefer sometimes uses would. Do you prefer coffee or tea? This is a correct sentence. Would you prefer coffee or tea? This is also a correct sentence. Let's talk about this word, would. Would. It sounds like wood. It is the same sound. Would, 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 would. So would is used to communicate a future a future choice or decision. So when you saying would tells someone what you want to do in the future. Okay? When you use would, it tells someone what you want to do in the future. So, for example, would can be a confusing English word, but when you say I prefer, it's the same as saying I like more, right? It's your preference. But when you say I would prefer or I would rather, it's the same as saying I want to. When you add would, it talks about your desire. So I hope that helps understand how to use would. So let's talk about would you rather. This is a very, very, very common sentence and question in English. So let's practice it. First, you need to know rather is only used with verbs. Only used with verbs. And we almost always use, all the time, we use would with rather. So you can say, do you prefer blank? That is okay. But in English, we do not say, do you rather? We don't say it. We always ask, would you rather? So this is incorrect grammar. Would you rather cake or a cookie? I would rather cake. It is incorrect because there is no verb. There is no verb. We need to add eat. Would you rather eat cake or a cookie? I would rather eat cake. This is correct grammar because rather needs a verb. Let's do it again. This is incorrect. What word is missing? Would you rather poetry or novels? I would rather novels. What word is missing? Yes, we're missing a verb, and we're missing the word read. Now it is correct. Would you rather read poetry or novels? I would rather read novels. So you must use a verb with rather. So let's look at some examples. Would you rather blank or blank? I would rather blank. Your friend wants to plan a weekend activity with you. You can go jogging or go fishing. What does she ask you? What does she ask you? Yes, good. Would you rather go jogging or go fishing this weekend? I would rather go fishing. I want to see the water. Now your friend wants to know what you want for dinner Saturday. You can eat Italian food or Japanese food. And she uses the word weekend. So what does she ask you? What does she ask you? She asks you, would you rather eat Italian food or Japanese food this weekend? Right? So again, please pause the video. Write this question and answer it in your notebook or on your piece of paper now. Would you rather eat Italian food or Japanese food this weekend? Please write your answer. Good job writing that question. Now look at this. What is this? Ooh, it's a baseball game. I want to go to a Korean baseball game. So yes, it's a baseball game. You are making plans with a friend. Your friend wants to know your opinion on transportation to the baseball game. Your friend wants to know your opinion on transportation to the baseball game. They ask you, would you rather take the subway or walk to the game? Maybe you say, I would rather walk because the weather is nice. How about you? How about you? Let's talk about this question. How about you? This is the question you can ask when you want to know your friend's preference too. So they ask for your preference. When you want to know their preference, you can ask them, how about you? It is a considerate question when making decisions together. So it's a very nice question to ask. It shows you are polite. For example, you are talking about going to the baseball game. Your friend says, would you rather take the subway or walk to the game? I would rather walk because the weather is nice. How about you? I think it will be too hot. Oh, you're right. Do you want to ride the subway halfway and also walk? Sounds good. So asking how about you lets your friend tell you what they think, and then you can make a decision together. How about you? If you don't ask this question, maybe someone won't tell you how they feel. So asking how about you can change the decision so everyone is happy. So this is a good sentence to remember. Here is one more example. Say you are getting ice cream with a friend. Do you prefer chocolate or strawberry ice cream? I prefer chocolate. How about you? I don't really like chocolate. That's okay. I like strawberry too. Let's share strawberry ice cream. So asking this question can change the decision, but then everyone is happy. So remember, how about you? Okay, good job. Good job today on this lesson. Now we need to practice a little. For homework this week, on EBS, please submit your 2 answers to the questions asked in the video. So you wrote answers to the questions asked in the video. Please submit them on EBS. Do you prefer fruit juice or energy drinks? Why? Would you rather eat Italian food or Japanese food this weekend? Please write your 2 answers. Also, please write 1 conversation using prefer or would rather. And please use how about you. So please write 1 conversation and submit it on EBS. Remember to use these sentence structures. Do you prefer would you rather, and remember to use how about you. Here is an example. Do you prefer chocolate or vanilla cake? I prefer chocolate. How about you? I like chocolate too. Let's order it. Or, would you rather blah blah blah. Okay? So this is how your homework can look. Please submit it on EBS. Okay, boys, thank you so much. I hope you liked today's lesson. It's very useful English, so I hope it will help you in your life. I will see you next time. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye.